The Setup Model Maker is a LabTech system appliance used to duplicate the models and to carry out the setup models. Any type of articulator can be used. In this case, it is the SAM3 articulator. When the models are mounted in the articulator, you can place the model together with the plate directly on the Setup Model Maker. Start with tracing the rotation axis of all teeth which would meet in the incisal edge of the anterior teeth, incisors and canines. Trace a line over the labial, molar and bicuspid cusps, parallel to the central sulcus. Trace main crown axis and the equator line of all teeth. Continue drawing the longitudinal crown axis over the model base. Trace also the gingival margins of all teeth, both on labial and lingual or palatal side. Mark each tooth with its corresponding identification number, so you can distinguish them easily when you separate them. Follow the same procedure with the lower model. Trace the rotation axis, the longitudinal crown axis, and continue drawing them over the model base, and then the equator line of the teeth, the most prominent part of the crowns. Draw gingival margins too, both on labial and lingual side. Mark each tooth with its corresponding identification number. Take the Setup Model Maker and place the EasyClick model fixation and Setup transfer plate on it. Transfer the model to the EasyClick model fixation. Adjust anterior-posterior position of the model using the EasyClick model fixation adapter and make it match with the occlusal impression tray. If necessary, use the distance tube. Fix the setup transfer plate height to which the model will be duplicated. Put the silicon into the occlusal impression tray and take the impression of the dental velar part of the model. When the silicon is hardened, remove the setup transfer tray and check the impression for precision and exactness. Then cut off the dental velar part from the base mounted into articulator. Draw the separation lines longer over the bottom of the dental velar part and cut the teeth with a fine saw. Cut up to the contact points and then fracture the tooth manually in order to avoid the trimming of the contact zone. When the teeth are cut and separated from each other, use the tungsten burr to trim the roots. A quadrangular shape will prevent them from rotating in the wax, but their shape should also allow you to make the necessary teeth movements. Now put the trimmed teeth into the silicone impression. You can identify them easily following the identification numbers you had written on them before. When all the teeth are positioned, place the setup transfer plate onto the base guiding axis and at the same height as at the beginning of the process. Put the wax base on the model base and finish the union between the teeth and the base using more wax. When the wax is cooled, remove the setup transfer plate. The setup model is finished and ready to be mounted into the articulator without losing any of its references of the mounting into the articulator. Use the occlusal impression ejector to remove the silicone from the tray. Follow the same procedure with the lower model. In this way, the setup model is finished and ready for correction.